What is deham, pseudo body? A saint came to our house and said, "Child, don't be too much attached to your deham. It is not constant, not permanent. What is this deham exactly? Let us know this scientifically. Deham is a part of the human body. That means, it is an inert substance containing kapha, vata, pitta. In our five elemental body, this deham is stored where it shouldn't be. This pretends as if it is part of life cells with consciousness. This concept is what is called Maya, the illusion. In fact, due to non-expulsion of stored things that are more than needed in quantity, they become inert and leads to serious consequences: diseases, old age, aging, etc. Due to this reason, human being who need to live an eternal life, is living a disturbed life, wasting time without knowing what life is and then getting detached from Atma. Therefore, deham means not the five elements body. Example, for a vehicle, oil, engine oil and grease should be in appropriate quantities. If they are more than the required, then problems start. Let us know it more clearly and in a scientific manner. In every human being, free radicals are generated. When these free radicals are produced in large quantities, then some bodily changes happen. In accordance to these changes, immunity is decreased. Free radicals plays a prominent role in the development of ill health. Due to decrease in immunity, we are getting many diseases. As a result, we are becoming old. Up to a large extent, we mistake the bulge below the skin in our body as muscle. Our muscular cells expand if we exercise vigorously, if not done contracts. Other than this, no new muscular cell is formed. Right. Let us see the development process of deham. You are aware that body parts are protected by skin. Due to exposure to weather conditions, surrounding disturbances, getting injuries, skin becomes weak. Above the body, inside the body, in various parts, wherever it is, whenever it is, separately, new cells of deham and skin are born independently. Excess food eaten has no option to change into energy in the form of calories and deposited as fat, but not muscle. Muscular cells related to physical body that is associated with consciousness are different. Inert deham that contains a fat, cholesterol, fat, visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, etc. are different. Deham is formed due to nature's characteristics and forms. For example, pour some cool-colored water in a transparent container. After some time, few water droplets are formed outside the container. Water level inside the container is not at all reduced, and in contrary, extra water droplets with no color are gathered outside the glass. Let's discuss more clearly. Trees prepare food using photosynthesis. In this process, CO2, which has some weight, combines with water and weightless sunlight to produce carbohydrates. Animals feed on these carbohydrates to live. After they die, they are converted into carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. Despite of changing forms, nitrogen, carbon, phosphorus, water, oxygen come back to their original state. Due to these elements, which are responsible for metabolic, physical and chemical processes, mass on this earth always remains constant. As mentioned above, this process happens according to the laws of nature. The things that are born from nature, like earth, fire, water, air, space, etc. material, will not increase or decrease for a bit. These keep on constantly changing, but never disappear. They sustain according to their own laws and do their own journey in keeping themselves natural and consistent, always permanent. Any act that happens against this natural phenomenon is rare and impermanent. So, according to the characteristics of human dharma, if any of the properties is interrupted, then due to its bad consequences, man's life is getting interrupted. Let's see through the below story, how deham is developing in body due to her character. Kanakadanta is a rich man, but not contented with what he has. His desire is to earn a lot more. He doesn't help anyone in any case. If someone who borrowed money from him couldn't pay it back before deadline, then he forcefully possessed their properties, not even waiting for one day. As he is a respectful man in the society, no one could fight against him. His wife Sushila is a nice human being. She is very fond of the fellow human beings. She is very kind-hearted and melts when sees someone in trouble. She never admired her husband's behavior. Even though she was trying to change his husband's character, he was not listening to her. One fine day, a saint called Vasana Yogi visited that village and staying in a local garden near the temple. Sushila went for his blessings and pleaded him to change her husband. Vasana agreed by nodding his head and sprinkled some divine ash on a mango tree which is ready to ripe, and he went away. After a while from that day, mango is full of fruits. People used to discuss that there is something strange about that mango tree. If someone goes under the tree and pluck a mango and eat, they are transformed into an animal resembling their character. Once they come outside the tree, again they became normal. This wonder spread like a wildfire all over the village, and Kanakadanta went there with his wife. A brave soldier went under the tree and ate the fruit. He transformed into a tiger and jumping onto people with a big roar. A man who is considered a coward ate the fruit and transformed into the rabbit. Once they come out from the tree area, they became normal again. On seeing that wonder, Kanakadanta was curious to see how he will be transformed if he goes under the tree and eat the fruit. But, if a big shot like him changes into pig or donkey, it is a shame for him before the society. So, he planned to eat the fruit without being noticed by anyone. At midnight, he along with his wife went to the tree. Both husband and wife went below the tree and ate the fruit. There is no change in Sushila. But Kanakadanta transformed into a big monster and starting yelling, human smell, hungry, hungry, and tried to catch Sushila. Then she was terrified and started running to escape from him. Kanakadanta, who is running after Sushila, became normal after coming out of tree. After coming back to home, Sushila with her husband, "Have you seen your real character now? You are a monster in the form of a human being. It is very frightening to be with a man like you. I will go to my parents." After hearing these words, Kanakadanta felt shameful. "Sushila, from today onwards I will change my behavior. I will not harass anyone for money. I will also help those who are in need. You please don't go anywhere. We will stay contented and happy with whatever we have." She felt very happy for this transformation in her husband. She felt respectful towards Vasana Yogi in her heart. According to the nature of a human being, his characteristics are formed. If they are negative, then deham is formed. Other than that, 5 elemental body and deham are not the same.